Okay, so this is Blender. This is we're going to be spending the whole semester. I'm going to re-walk through a bunch of the stuff we did on Tuesday.
Not
Uh,
Unreal.
no, it's not Unreal. Get out of here. Why are you trying to rage bait me?
It,
Okay,
it will be
um,
in about 2 months.
so I just got a new file going here. I'm going to save it before I even do anything else, and so I'm going to show you the folder structure that I'm going to expect from everybody. So I'm going to go to Save As, and I just do all the. If you want to use Explorer or Finder or whatever you've got, we got Mac people in here. No, no Macs. Okay, sweet. Then I don't have to mention Finder. So if you want to go to Explorer and make these, that's fine. I'm just going to make it all here in Blender. So what I do is I've got in my Documents folder, I've got a Blender folder. And since I have worked on way too many projects, I'm going to make an extra outer folder that y'all don't need. Oh, I've already got it. Never mind. Cancel. Fantastic. We just undo the whole thing. Here we go. So save as. So my outer folder is this for this class, 220 for this year. And I'm going to make a project folder inside here. So I'm going to click that. And it's building blocks, week 1, whatever. This is the one I would like you to put your initials on the end of. Just as if I download them en masse, I'd like to know whose is what's, so you get your grade and not someone else's. Kind of a big deal. And inside there, I generally do 4 folders, one for scenes, one for textures, one for renders, and then finally one for exports. And then I'm going to save whatever this is inside my scenes folder. So call it blocks, building blocks, whatever you want to name it. All right. So we wanted to just explore what's going on inside Blender, moving around. I've got the screencast keys on so you can see this is the middle mouse button being held down and then me moving around. Please get a 3-button mouse. Please don't do this on a trackpad. Your sanity is already iffy. Like let's not push ourselves. So 3-button mouse to move around, shift, and then the 3rd button, that track whatever wheel will pan. That's moving around. We get a cube by default. So we got a cube. He looks all cool. I'm just going to move him over. So we got, if I hit T here, my tools will come in and out, and you can see there's this, for the cursor, we won't mess with that yet. Move, rotate, scale. Here's a transform widget that has it all in one. I generally don't use that, but it's there if you want it. Yeah. Go to move and just move this cube out of the way. And then we're going to start adding stuff to our scene. So I'm going to add, so click up here, add mesh, add a plane. It's not an airplane. It's just
It's a flat surface.
It's a flat surface. And yeah, we'll try to go through everything we went through. So I turn on backface culling up here. So I'm on solid mode here. There's the wireframe mode where I can just see the wires of things, just the edges. Solid. There's with textures and materials and a little bit of lighting. And then if I go to the last one, it's like render ready, all the lighting, all the shadows, all the prettiness. Anyway, back here on the solid mode, if I hit this little button all the way to the side of these 4 circles, I have cavity on, which just makes things look nicer in solid mode. And so there's some world and screen, and then I like to leave it on both, and then just things pop a little bit better. Just that little edge highlight and stuff like that. And then the other thing I was going to come over here for is this backface culling button. So if I check that, and then I can see that my plane disappears. So Blender by default does not have that on, and it will lie to us about what's 2D and what's 3D. This isn't solid. So just know that when you export a plane, or when you try to render it, right? You've got a plane that you're going to render in an animation, or you're trying to export it into a game engine. If it's just one-sided, it's going to come in just one-sided. And so you can lean into that and mess with people, like walls that disappear when you're on the other side of them. I don't know. But just know that's a thing. I'm going to turn that back. All right, so we got a plane. It's just literally just a face, one-sided. Add in more stuff under mesh. UV sphere. Hit tilde 3 to zoom in on that. So there's your Epcot Center looking sphere. Add an icosphere. Actually, I don't know which one is which. This is more of a disco ball. I've never been to Epcot. Is this one more like it or this one? Second one?
It's been a while.
Okay. I shouldn't be making references if I don't understand the jokes myself, I guess. So we'll end with that. All right. Cylinders. These are all just good, simple objects to start from. All right. Cone. Torus, aka donut. And anytime you create something, this little guy was down here. You can open that up and you can start to, on first creating it, you can mess with settings here. And so I can make that, there we go. That's a more appetizing donut. That thin one didn't look like it'd be very good. Yeah, you know, I'm not opposed to an onion ring.
Yeah.
It's making me even hungrier now. Okay. Change the segments so you can crank this all the way up to 256 and it's really smooth, but it'll also crash somewhere. Minor segments. All right, so we've cranked this all the way up to 256 by 256. Looks really smooth and nice, right? But if I hit tab,
It will lag your.
that's the amount of edges and vertices we now have making up that smooth donut. So is it worth it? I don't know.
Alternatively, you could just right-click it and
Yep.
click Shade Smooth.
Okay, this guy, all right. Sean really wants to teach this class.
I have a very bad 3D modeling addiction.
Same. Yeah. Hi, Sean. All right, so I'm gonna make another one. Oh, and it's saved the old settings. So let me crank these back down. What'd that start off? 48 and 12. Okay, so that's back to where it was. And then to Sean's point, you can right click, you can shade smooth, shade auto smooth, or shade flat.
In object mode.
So shade smooth does not affect the geometry. It still just has the same amount.
And then click Shade
But we are playing with the lighting a little bit and making it look smoother rather than highlight the edges. And then auto smooth, we get this angle, and so we can set that higher or lower. And then if any faces meet up to that angle limit, then it'll smooth it or not. And so cranked all the way up, all the way down. It's like we don't have smooth on at all. I think it usually defaults at around 30, which is a good one. So this looks like a smooth donut with ridged icing. I don't know what's going on.
Clay.
Yeah.
What do you all think is the best donut?
The free ones?
What about the apple fritters?
Oh, apple fritters are pretty much where it's at. Bear claws. I don't know why we're here, but here we are. Okay.
Apple fritters
Or give me a cream filled one.
Yeah.
Too much on the donuts. Okay. And then we've got Suzanne. So if you go to add and mesh and monkey, then we get this, and you can see over here on